Hi, this is Jerry. This video is going to show you how to post progress reports for Greece. If you are a pass-fail class, if you skip to just after I hit post in this video, you'll see what you'll need to do for the pass-fail classes. Once again, always remember that we do not enter any grades, meaning any assignments in the progress report area. We enter all of our grades in the quarter grade, take these grades, and then post them into the progress report. So some of the things you want to do before you post is, number one, you want to make sure that all of your settings were done correctly, that your grade calc options, your categories, and everything else were set up the way that they should have been. I'm not going to go over that now, but that is in the video for the gradebook setup. If you haven't done that, or if you have any issues, that would be a video that you would want to review. So some of the things before you start posting that you're going to want to look at is, number one, make sure you have grades here in the progress area. Make sure those grades make sense, that you usually know kind of where your students should be at. Make sure they are where they're supposed to be. If you notice there are no grades in this area, it's usually one of two things. Either you did not set up your grade calc options and settings, or you set up your categories for weighting but then did not weight your categories, or you check the box in your categories that says exclude this category from calculation. So if you're getting no grades, it's usually in your settings. Some of the other things that you want to make sure of is make sure that any of your grades that have flags are the flags that they should be, because right now it looks like I gave the student a 10 out of 10, but it has a flag, and if you look, it's flagged as missing, which means it's counting as a 0. So this student right now has a 33. So I need to go in, because I wasn't supposed to be missing, and I need to click on the little arrows, uncheck the missing. I have to do this for 2 assignments. And if you notice, the student's grades have now increased to 100 because I mistakenly marked it missing. If those flags were intended, please leave them. Another issue is that you may have put assignments in the progress reports. At the end of this video, I will show you how to fix that. So because I made these changes, I'm going to select save. Now that I have saved it, I'm now going to post my grades. So to do that, I'm going to select post right here in the in progress area. Make sure I'm in the correct term, which I am. This is term 1, so make sure if you're in term 2, it says term 2 and so on. I'm going to change my task to progress report. I'm going to select OK. It's going to give me this little warning that says it won't be posted, meaning they won't go on the report cards until you hit save. So I'm going to select OK, and the very first thing I'm going to do is, because this is red, I'm going to select save. And if you notice, it's taking me to the progress report area. You should not see any assignments in this area. If you do, there is a part at the end of this video that I will show you how to fix that. Now I'm going to need to do my comments, and usually what I recommend doing is take care of all of your students that are doing really well. Also take care of your students that are not doing so well, and then we could fill in all of the others. So you could go to your students that are doing well. I click on the CC. Every comment, the very first one, needs to be 1 through 4. So these are their effort grades. So for every set of comments you do, it needs to be 1 through 4. So I'm going to do 4 for this student, high degree of effort, and then I need to select at least 1 or 2 more. You don't have to do 2 more, but the most you can do is 3 comments altogether. So I'm going to say he's a pleasure to have in class and participates fully. I'm going to select save. I'm also going to take care of one of my students that isn't doing so well, and for this, the student doesn't do enough. They could still pass the course with effort and needs to make up work. Once again, it's just 1 effort grade and then up to 2 other comments. You cannot do more than 2 comments, nor can you type in whatever you want. You have to use these canned comments. So I'm going to select save. Now I'm going to pretend that's it, and then all of my other students, I want to give the same comment. So I'm going to choose this fill. I'm going to say everybody else has a good degree of effort, and I'm going to choose comment 17, and I'm going to select for the students, I'm going to say empty. This way it'll skip over any of my other comments that I just entered. I'm going to select fill. So if you look, it left my student that did really well, it left my student that didn't do so well, and it filled in the rest. I'm going to select save. That's now done. One other thing that you'll notice that I did not do is I did not change any of my failing grades to a 55. You do not need to do this for the progress reports. Because it is a progress report and you are saying where these students are at the moment, you do not need to change the grades that are lower than a 55 to a 55. Now, just to show you what a pass-fail class is going to do, I'm going to just change it to another class. All you need to do for pass-fail is under grade, you're going to scroll down and type in P or F. You could also type in P or F, so I could just go down and say, and type in whatever I want as far as the pass-fail. You then also would do the comments the same way, select save, and you're done. So that's all you would have to do for a pass-fail class. Now, as far as troubleshooting those classes that you inadvertently put an assignment in the progress report, and I know it's in the progress report because if I look up here in the task, it says progress report, and I see an assignment with grades. If this is something that you did, this is not what's supposed to happen. The fix is relatively easy. So I'm going to go to this assignment that I inadvertently put in the wrong area. I'm going to click on the name, and it's going to call up my edit window. And I am simply going to change this from progress report to quarter grade. Select save, close. That's now out of this area. Now for this class, I could go into the quarter grade. Now that all my assignments are here, post them the way that I did in the other class. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email at jerome.lamonica@greasecsd.org. Thank you.